Hi there. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate the nodes that I've created for Unity ads to make it extremely easy to monetize your mobile game. To demonstrate these nodes, I'm going to use the Q project that I did a series of tutorial on with visual scripting. But first, before we import the package, we need to make sure that Unity ads is installed. And one of the ways is going to Edit, Project Settings, and under Services, we have the ads right here. Now, for us to get access to the ads settings, we need to create or connect to the Unity project ID. So let's create a project ID. Just answer the question, and that's all it took for us to create the project ID. Now we can see the options for the Unity ads, and currently the ads is actually in the off state. And to turn it on, we just click and turn that on. And right here, I can see that my current version is 4.1 and the latest version is 4.3. So I'm gonna go install the latest version. So these are the standard steps you have to take to add Unity ads into your game. And it works the same for C# or visual scripting. Now, once we have completed that, I'm going to add the package in here. I called it Spock Unity Ads 4.3. 4.3 is the Unity Ads version that this package supports. So I'm going to wait for it to complete importing. And after it's imported, you can see that we have this new folder inside of the assets Spock folder called Unity Ads. If you go inside here, you can see that there's 6 nodes that come in this package and a script. Now, anytime I import nodes into Unity, I like to go to Project Settings, Visual Scripting, and click on Regenerate Nodes. After that is done, I'll also like to run Generate as well. When you click Regenerate Nodes, it regenerates all the nodes that could be made from your scripts that you have in your game. And I do have the Unity ad controller that has some nodes that need to be created from that. And by clicking generate, it makes sure that all the connections within graphs and subgraphs get connected appropriately. Once we have completed that, we can go and start adding ads to our game. The way that we can do that is go and create an empty game object, and I'll call this Unity ads. So these steps are specifically if you're using this package. So Unity ads controller, we want to add to this game object. And in here we can see that we have some options. So we can set the banner position. Quick note about banner position. Currently in version of Unity Ads 4.3, based on my test, it's not working properly on Android devices. The banner appears in the default position, which is the top left corner. So I hope that will be fixed soon for Android, but for iOS, it's actually working properly and displaying at the bottom. Now, there's also an option of switching the testing mode. By default, it's in test mode, which is what we want to do right now because we want to test our game with ads. After we've created this game object and added a script to it, now we can go to the scene variables and create a new variable. You need to call it Unity Ads Controller. So this is important to do. And select this to be a game object and connect Unity Ads game object here. Now this is important to do so that the initial events could be captured with these nodes that I have created. After that is done, you can start using these graphs. Now I made them in a way so it'd be very simple for you to use them. So let's add a script machine. I'll use embedded added graph. The first thing that you want to do is to initialize Unity ads. So let's search for initialize Unity ads. And that's one of the nodes that I've created. In here, you can trigger when you want to initialize. So I want to initialize it on start. So let's connect that. And here we have 2 input fields, Android game ID and iOS game ID. So those game IDs can be found on the Unity dashboard, or you can go to project settings, ads, and under here, you can find the game IDs that were created for this game. Let's add those in. That's pretty much it. If we run it now, Unity ads will initialize once the game starts. But to see that the Unity has initialized and working properly, let's load one of the ads. So initialize complete. Let's add a banner ad. The node is called Unity banner ad. And here you can see that we have Android add unit ID and iOS add unit ID. So for those, we'll have to go to our dashboard. And right here, I have the standard unit IDs that were created by Unity. So I'm looking for the banner, and it's just banner underscore iOS and banner underscore Android. Copy those in. On this node, there's an option to show on load, or you can manually trigger show when you want to show this ad. So that's all the configuration that we had to do. And let's click play and see if the banner ad shows up. And there we go. We have our banner working and it's displayed at the bottom center, which is what we selected in the setting for our banner position in the Unity ad controller. Let's take a look at the other nodes that we have available. So these are the 6 graphs that are available in the package. This one is a pretty simple one. If you ever want to check if the Unity ads is initialized, you can use this graph here, and it's a Boolean. We just use the initialize Unity ads, which has the initialization complete event, and also 4 reasons for an initialization to fail if it fails. Then we have the Unity banner ad, which we can load, show, or hide. And all the events that could be triggered from a banner ad are also available here. Now for the Unity ad, and I'll show how the ads look like in a little bit. Now this one has more errors and events that can be triggered here. That's why I actually created 3 units instead of just 1. These 2 nodes are actually expanding the different fails that you can get from this Unity ad. So right here, you can see that on Unity ad failed to load, which can have all these reasons why it would fail to load. And if you want to capture those reasons, you can use this unit to capture a specific reason for failing to load the Unity ad. And same thing on ad show failure. Also, these are all the reasons why an ad will fail to show. So that is available for you if you need more info to act appropriately for the situation your ad is in. But other than that, you also have the show start, show click, and then we have 3 states for exiting an ad. So either if someone skipped an ad, it's going to trigger this one. If someone completed watching the ad, it's going to trigger this one. And then an unknown state, which is also one of the options that Unity has for the closing of a Unity ad. So that's just a quick run through the options. Now let's, instead of loading a banner ad, let's load one of the Unity ads. And in here, we can either load an interstitial ad or a rewarded video ad. So we can go back to our dashboard and get those ads. So I'm going to use a rewarded video ad, paste those IDs in, and we can click and run and test it out. And here is a rewarded video ad. If we use a interstitial unit ID instead of the rewarded unit ID, then it will load the interstitial ad for us. So that's just a quick run through the package that I have available. I will create a second part that is gonna actually show how I'm gonna implement these units into the Cube game. So that is my new package that I've created. This works with Unity Ads 4.3. And if you have purchased my Spock package, you will have this available for you for free. But if you haven't purchased the Spock, it would be available separately as well. And I will leave the link to the package in the description. If you have any questions, be sure to mention them in the comments. And any suggestions for this package, also be sure to mention that in the comments. See you guys in the next video.